नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पश्चाद्यस्तारिणे नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति स्वरूप दामोदर स्वामी ते नामिने। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैताधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम राम। So we are very fortunate that on this auspicious occasion of His Holiness Bhakti Swarup Damodar Maharaj Vyas Puja Day, His Holiness Jayapataka Maharaj Swami is present with us. And we heard so wonderfully, he narrated the transcendental quality of His Holiness Bhakti Swarup Damodar Maharaj. His Grace Shyamchandra Prabhu, when he was talking, he talked two aspects. One was about Maharaj, how he was blessed with being a good scientist as well as a very good Vaishnava. So I do not know much about science, although I am a science student, but it is out of my system and very difficult to relate with the science much. But yes, with Krishna conscious science, yes. So I just will tell few of the incident or pastime that Maharaj had here in Juhu. Of course, my association with Maharaj goes way back in 70s and 80s when we have really, he was struggling here in Bombay to establish Bhaktivedanta Institute. He had only him and two other devotees were there, Madhav Prabhu and Prem Goyal. What became his name? Bhagavad Maharaj. Bhagavad Darshan Maharaj. And Vishnu Tattva Prabhu joined later on. So, since I was a temple commander, those days we had a system in early 80s that nothing was free. If you are taking prasadam, then each department head had to pay money for prasadam. And BI was poorest department. Temple used to pay 5,000 rupees to run BI department those days in 80s. Whenever Maharaj came, he always takes me aside and said, "So I hope you are providing nice prasadam to these devotees." That was his question. As His Holiness Jayapataka Maharaj talked about prasadam thing, yes, Maharaj was really enjoying feeding devotees. Even whenever he came to Bombay, we had same scenario. He would invite all the leaders to take prasadam. I still remember the lotus salad, from the lotus steam and some bhujia. Salad. Manipuri salad. I remember when we went for opening of Manipur temple, I was really hungry and it was like 4 o'clock something. Temple was very near to airport also. So first thing I saw, as Jayapataka Maharaj was saying, that people in Manipur, they had tilak. So when I saw so many ladies and people from airport all the way to temple, so many people tilak, I thought Maharaj had really preached so nicely in Manipur. Everybody had tilak. And so I didn't disclose this thing to anybody. But when we went, Eknath Prabhu was the temple pastor, and he was here in Juhu. Earlier he was Kirtanand Maharaj disciple. And many boys were here in Juhu, so I knew some of them who were there. So they had arranged prasadam. Maharaj's room was here and next door was prasadam for us. So Maharaj said, "Why there? Bring in my room." Because he had not taken prasadam. So we said, "Okay, we'll take prasadam together." But he not made sure that being served, but he served. And we requested that we take prasadam. So Sridhar Swami was there. And we said, "No, we will not take prasadam till you sit down with us." So Sridhar Swami was always jubilant, so he pulled him and made him sit. So we took prasadam. And that time he asked me in Hindi, "Kaisa prasad hai Manipur prasad?" I said, "Maharaj, I have got the taste. You have fed us enough in Bombay." Then I had this thing in my mind. So I asked this question that, "Maharaj, Prabhupada is very pleased that you have preached so much in Manipur that everyone is putting tilak. Government does not obstruct or offset. They are not offset." Then Maharaj started telling the story of the culture of Manipur. And he told about one king, Birbhadra or some. No, Birbhadra. Bhagchandra. He told the story and he said, "We will go and see their palace or temple is there something. Govinda temple." Yeah, so he told about the culture of Manipur. That was one incident I remember. Other that when he was GBC here for some time, we started, and he was very innovative and daydreamer. He always thought big, nothing is small. So I'll tell two incidents and then I have to leave. One was that every now and then we used to walk evening time, like 6:30. So one day we were walking, I don't know, Brajapur was also there at that time, but we were walking evening time. I remember Srikant was there. So we were walking and near the gate, not car were into the other gate where public comes. So that school was there and then that bungalow, Rane bungalow is there. So he said, "We should buy this place and we should build 10-story building in that place." And he said, "Prabhupada told to give this 2-story to me for BI preaching. So what we can do, we can have guest house there in 10-story building and we have this 2 tower for BI. So that way we are following Prabhupada's instruction to give to BI and same time we are taking care of life member by constructing that guest house." So then I said, "Maharaj, but this Rane, you know the whole story, how he fought and his wife was cursing his Khan and how they burned, he burned himself on fire and whatnot." Then he looked, Sheetal apartment side. He said, "What about buying this building? We should buy this building." So like that, anyway, he had a very good ideas and something that we could not see, he saw. And he kept saying. I remember once again, I was the temple president in Vrindavan and we were going together in same car coming to Bombay from Vrindavan to Delhi. So him and me were sitting backside and we started talking. Mr. Car. So he said, "Who is Prime Minister now?" So I said, "Somebody." He said, "You should become Prime Minister of India." So he was very, very jubilant and foreseeing. Other story I remember that when he became GBC, he started something new. And that was, we had Kirtan in Prabhupada quarter. Every Sunday or once a week or something? Once a week, yeah. We had Kirtan and he loves doing Kirtan. We know, bhajan as well as Kirtan. So in Kirtan, in bhajan, Srikant Prabhu was there, Swapan was there, Dhritarashtra was there, and we had a very wonderful Kirtan. I still remember one thing that he told, that these bhajans are these bhajans are not ordinary. They are the conclusion of the philosophy of Krishna consciousness. Just like juice. He said juice. And the fruit is there, but juice is the essence of the fruit. Same way these bhajans are the conclusion of the philosophy of Krishna consciousness movement. Therefore, we should learn Vaishnava bhajan and sing. And we learn all the philosophy of Krishna consciousness. This was the word he used. So we liked it and we did bhajan, and I remember his few bhajan. One was Ohe Vaishnava Thakur, Dayara Sagara, and then Parama Karuna. These two sing, and when he sings, his head goes like that. That was like mind blowing. And of course, in Guru Puja and Mangala Arti, when he will go up and down. Mangala Arti doesn't go up and down, but he goes up and down from Prabhupada to Radharas Bihari's side. And every time Mangala Arti, whenever he sang, he never forgot to sing Jaya Radhe, Jaya Krishna, Jaya Vrindavan. We sing Hari Hare Nama, but he sang Jaya Radhe, Jaya Krishna. And then on Prabhupada quarter, on the terrace, when he was GBC, he wanted us to make a beautiful garden. And we tried, right? One evening or two evenings we sat down, and every evening he wanted to sit down. He said we should call the prominent people scientists. He called everybody scientists. He said we should call the scientists. And we called us Dr. Brajahari, Dr. Devakinandan, like that. We call everybody doctor. Yeah. So he said, Dr. Devakinandan, we should invite all the prominent people of Bombay here, and we should feed them nice prasadam. And then like that, he gave his whole life, that how he, from birth till he joined. He said him and Rai Ramananda, the two they joined together, and that big history there, you all know. So Maharaj was personification of devotion, there is no doubt in that. And he has big vision. We may have our need, and Krishna also has his need. So Krishna needed him more than us. So Krishna has taken away him from us, but his memory is always there. Just only other day I was hearing Prabhupada lecture, and Prabhupada was very proud on Bhakti Sarup Damodar Maharaj, that we have our society of education. We have many educated boys. And he introduced Bhakti Sarup Damodar Maharaj from Los Angeles, not from India, from Los Angeles. He joined in America. And then he said, but he comes from a Vaishnava family from Manipur. And he has written a book, Life Comes from Life. So, no, Prabhupada said life comes from life. That was also that. That was okay. Yeah, maybe that's so. Prabhupada was very proud of Bhakti Sarup Damodar Maharaj. And we are also proud, Maharaj, that you appeared to bless us and gave your association. Thank you, Maharaj, for being with us. His Holiness Bhakti Sarup Damodar Maharaj ki jai.